right. Thank you for joining this coach meeting, so we can go over some important information for this season. First off, do note that we are going to have, or at least typically, so verify in your email the day and time and location, and if we are doing it in regards to our in-person coach training. Okay, so that would have been emailed out to you when we were meeting in person to do specific skill training for your team to make sure you're getting the most value to your team as far as proper reps, proper instruction. This is going to give you some really important and simple information on coaching and really how we can best help you throughout the season. So first, I do want to talk about why we do this, and ultimately, it's for your kids, the kids on your team, your child, to give them the best experience they can. It's to help your own child develop. It's to help these other kids develop. It's also, honestly, it's fun. That's why I'm guilt-free, shame-free when I ask so many people, hey, we need you to coach, we need you to coach, because yes, we do need you, but it's truly fun. It's going to make your season better. It's going to make your child a better player. A lot of reasons to it. And ultimately, like, this is where you can really start impacting lives. And we say impacting lives, and I don't want to, like, overstate that, but sports are where you can really impact people's lives because it gets them in an environment where they're wanting to succeed in something, and that's where you can really start shaping kids' lives. Now, we're going to go over a few things. I hope this will last about 10 minutes. If you really want, you can even put this on double speed so I talk faster. But there are some important things here, and I do want to go ahead and I want to talk about some of the how you can help build the program more, and how we actually encourage you and reward you for that. So the main thing with that is as you give yourself, your child, your team a great experience. Not only are you going to have a great experience, but I'm also going to pay you back. So essentially, as you help me grow the league, I'm going to pay you back. So the way that works is we want you to make sure and incentivize you to really enhance your child's season. Have an awesome season, but the only way to do that is by doing a number of these things, right? Making sure you're having coordinating texts throughout the week, right? We strongly encourage and really say, like, use the app, okay? The app is going to be somewhere where it's simple. You don't have to ask everyone's phone number. You just have to get the parents on the app. By having midweek practices, okay? Even if you're a gym sport, volleyball or basketball, go and still go to a park. You can do outdoor volleyball on grass anywhere, and there's basketball just at an outdoor court. There are so many different things you can do without a gym. So please get your team to have a midweek practice. Your child and your team is going to get so much more about it. Coordinating snacks, having an end of season party. The more that you're going to be able to create this environment that this is like a true team, not just a show up on Saturday. The more you and your child is going to enjoy this season and be able to really make good, lasting friendships. So what we do for you guys, so based on all of that, what the natural result is people are going to want to come back with you as the coach. So if you get 6+ coach requests, and so that would include your own child, for the next season or really any season, you would earn $100 credit. Now, an asterisk there, if there's numerous coaches on your team, we'd have to be splitting that up accordingly between head coaches and assistant coaches, but a full $100 credits. Okay. Also, if you'd prefer, hey, I don't want the $100 credit, I'd rather get gear. We're actually happy to get you up to $100 of gear that you can keep for yourself, which would, I guess you can use that for anything. But the goal would be you would use that for your team as well throughout your future practices. So we also do need you to email us once you do hit that, or once you think that you've hit that. And this does apply to our weekend leagues as we're starting to grow out other leagues throughout the week. In addition, with our training that we have this week, which has been emailed out, you do get a $25 credit for joining that. And then just for being a coach, you do get in the middle of the season, you will get an extra smaller, like a $15 to $20 credit that is sent out. So that's some really important thing. Again, we talk about the money there, but I don't want you to focus on, hey, do this for the money, because that's not why you should do it, and that's not what's going to make it most effective. You should say, I want to do this because it's going to be fun. It's going to be good for my child. It's going to be good for me. It's going to be good for the team. And hey, the cherry on top, I get these awesome awards, right? Once you add all those credits up, it's essentially going to be, you're going to be getting a pretty much a free season, the next season. So do awesome, and I'm going to help you out. Other things is in regards to competitive sports that keep score. Now that is typically going to be age 6 and up, sometimes 5 and up. I would just say please demand a coach meeting. So our refs have gotten pretty good at this, but they're some of them are not seasoned. They're a little bit younger. They're high schoolers, but it is very strict that we go over with our refs. We have to have them read the rule book. Okay, not read the rule book. Yes, they do, but they have to have a coach meeting with you. Most rules are pretty set at this point. We try to notify coaches of specific rule changes. The main rule change that does change season to season is how many players are on the field for different sports. So please make sure that you demand a coach meeting. If they're skipping it, be like, hey, we got to have this coach meeting. Okay. And they're going to go over specific things to make sure that everybody is on the same page. And as you have questions or concerns before a game, hey, this was called last week or that, whatever, please address that before. We are also going to be sending out ref reviews where you can give us some feedback in regards to how the refs are doing. So please give us the positive and the good and the bad. There's actually a lot of good out there, but I do want to hear as there are concerns. Okay. Now just going through a bunch of other random things. Let's see how quick this goes. So there are some divisions that are going to have double headers. So you'd see it listed as 2 games on the same day, typically back to back. I would encourage you guys to reach out to the parents when you have a doubleheader and say, hey, we're going to start practice a little bit later, or you just make sure the practice is a little bit lighter. Now, if it's a gym sport, maybe less of a concern, or if it's winter, less of a concern. But just know you do have some authority. Just make sure whatever you do, the whole team is on the same page. Now, in regards to culture, okay, team culture, positivity, not creating bigger issues for everybody, because if we're arguing, that's too much, especially at the youth level. So remember that you coaches, you guys are going to set the tone for the parents on the team. Okay. So if you are overreacting to everything, the parents are going to learn to overreact to everything. If you're calm with everything and you tell the parents and let them know, which I really encourage you to do, like let them know, hey, we are not here to argue with refs. They will have a better experience as they're not arguing and stressing about refs. I'll be honest, our refs, they're going to mess up. Every sporting ref messes up. Every ref in every sport messes up. Okay? That it's going to happen. Okay? But they do a pretty good job. And I've seen many times where coaches and parents, they're like, this was such a bad call. And I might have seen it or I saw a video of it later. And the refs, a lot of times, they actually do make the right call. Okay? So please set that tone with your team. The best time to teach your kids respect is how you react to your child's coach or the ref in this case when they disagree. So we are not going to argue calls. We are not going to curse at our fields. We are going to develop our players as people and players and help them have a good time doing that, focusing on what's important, not if a ref made the first of thousands of bad calls they're going to encounter in their life. So we do have in-game consequences, and it's, as you talk to your parents as far as this culture, just let them know, like, blame us. Hey, there's going to be penalties on our team if you guys are acting up, if you guys are yelling at the refs. So as parents or coaches, as there's cursing, and hopefully this isn't even like cross your mind to happen, but we need to set the stage, okay? Or there's yelling at refs, different things like that. The child of that player, our rule book literally says that they're to sit out, and it's going to penalize the team. For example, a technical foul or a personal foul or a penalty kick. Okay, so there's specific rules in there. Now, if you are an opposing coach and you're feeling this is happening, please give our refs a nudge. Say, hey, these parents, this coach, he's a little bit too much. Can you do something to enforce that and give them a warning? Because we need to protect this positive culture that we want out on our fields. It's super, super important to make sure that we're all playing the entire season with positivity and not making it a negative environment. iNine Sports Game Day app. Okay, I've mentioned this earlier. It's been a lot on the parent meeting. But we really need to get everyone on the iNine Sports Game Day app. Let your parents know. Download this app. Okay, if they have a phone, they can download it, and then make sure they turn their notifications on. Once you do this, now you can communicate through that app, and everybody has their schedule. You don't need to ask everyone for a text message, their phone number, add the parent, add the other parent, add the grandma, remove this person that doesn't want it, and so forth. Midweek practice, I already mentioned this. We do have a location now at HQ in Valrico, HQ I9 Sports East Tampa, where for teams there is plenty of field for you guys to go there and use that for your practices. And again, we encourage you, if not there, there's plenty of parks all over the place. We do encourage gym sports, even if you're outside because you don't have somewhere indoor to go. Grass volleyball or hoop at a park. Sportsmanship signs. Each season, there's going to be sportsmanship signs at the beginning of the season. Grab one, and that's going to be your sign to rotate, or two signs to rotate throughout your team for whoever gets the sportsmanship award. Photo day process. So this is important, just so you know, on the week that you're emailed out that there's photos, the process is, it's an open photography, okay? Open schedule. So you need to coordinate with your team. Hey, our practice week is at 9:50 is when it's scheduled. Team, let's make sure we arrive by 9:30 so then we can go and take the picture before our practice. You let your team know when to arrive for the photos, okay? If you want to do it after the game, that's okay, okay? Sometimes that's the better thing. If you want to go during the practice, that's okay. It's an open schedule. Just make sure you coordinate with your team. Hey, what time are we going to get over there? It's a really, really, really quick photo process without how our photographer does it. Some notes on the schedule, okay? No team will ever travel, okay, go to a different location over 2 times, and no team should ever not play in a week. So if you notice those things, please let us know because it was a mistake. Similar mistake that could happen, but again, let us know so we can fix it, is every team does play every week, even the final week if your team lost in the playoffs, okay? And please know that schedule and make sure that you arrive. Please help your team, give that great experience. Plan to arrive at least 10 minutes early, okay? And maybe you have another coach that's going to arrive 10 minutes early. Or maybe you're going to be running late because that's going to happen. Just make sure you communicate with the parents. Hey, I'm going to be 7 minutes late. Billy's mom, can you help us get started? I'll be there. Just have them throw back and forth. I will be there, okay? Now, end of season party through Heroes Paradise. We'll send out information on that. You can do a $20 per player archery or dodgeball tag. They're partnered with us, or sponsored rather. Awesome experience as far as the end of season party. That as we've done team parties, the kids have loved it. Okay, at a fairly low price point. The youngest age groups, so typically that's 3 to 4 year olds for a number of sports: pre-K basketball, pre-K football, 6 to 9 year old volleyball. These are always staff-led groups. Okay, so the coach is there to help, but really the staff is leading. Now, if you're in this age and you really want to lead it on your own, if you reach out to me, I'll go over some things that we really need out of you, and I'll typically be able to approve you to go ahead and lead those groups out on your own. But there's some specific things for these youngest groups. Please wear your coach shirt. Okay, please wear your coach shirt. Another thing as far as heat goes, you can bring canopies, or someone can bring canopies. Just make sure they're kept away from the edge of the field. And water spray bottles. Okay, we provide a bunch of water spray bottles, but it doesn't hurt to get your own. If you spray water on the back of someone's neck or on their face during a game, during practice, it is a huge relief. So that might be something to add to your to your game day bag. Team names, they are already assigned, but if you want to get them changed, just email me ASAP over email. And typically, if this team is not already taken by someone else, we can get you that team name. Playing time, similar playing time, truly is a must. Okay, so it's got to be a must. I like to give people that are less experienced the ball early. So, for example, football, I'm going to give the less experienced players on first down. If I wait until fourth down, it's going to be really hard to give that player the ball on fourth down. Okay, so similar playing time, rotating the ball around is a must. Now let's go over some of these resources really quickly. We have the I9 Sports Game Day app. You can click into practice plans. Okay, there's also a rule book section, but you click in here, flag football, and you can get some different things. Now, You do have these up here that you can do, but I actually really, really like these items that I have created myself. Okay, you click in here, and it has sort of a basic plan that if you follow 1 through 7 every week for all these sports, it'll work great. Now you also have apparently that video, this link doesn't work to click through the app, but you've also been sent out a link as far as videos for practice plans. Exactly, like it'll show you drills to run those practice plans. There's also in here playbooks. Okay, I have separate playbooks that have also been emailed out to you, and you have the rule book. So the rule book is what we stick to. There aren't, I'd say, 99% accurate. We don't have fake rules that we say that we're gonna do, but it's not written in the rule book. So reference this. I'd really recommend reading the rule book, and we tried to put at the very top the specific changes for that season. Sometimes that doesn't get in until a couple of days before the season. Okay. Other resources on top of the i9 Sports Game Day app, which is also where you're going to communicate with your team, okay, and see your schedule. You have me as a resource. I want to help, okay, and I can help you quite a bit. You have direct email access to me. If you're needing more than that, all right, we can get on a phone call. I can sometimes even go and help with the practice, okay. We also have sent out this video, a number of other things, and we also have staff assistants. So some coaches, this is their first time or they don't know the sport very well. I want you to ask for help, and we can have a staff go and help to lead your practice or lead your game, okay? It's still very helpful to have you as a coach as you have a staff lead for you or assist you. You'll be able to learn the sport better, learn how to coach a little bit better, and that's going to give your team the best experience. So I want to overemphasize this. If you want help, reach out to us, okay? And we can assign a staff to assist you. And you might say, hey, I want someone to help for 2 weeks or the whole season, and maybe it'll change from there. And that's really how we can help you to make sure you're comfortable with any of it. Now, if you're gone a week, again, you can reach out to us if you can't find someone's parent on the team to lead out for that week. Okay. Perfect. Okay. A few more things. I think I have about 10 quick hitters here to list down. So just remember that no laps, no lines, no lectures. You want to maximize reps. We're going to go over this a little bit more in the in-person training. Okay. In regards to that, stretching isn't necessarily needed for young kids. Okay. Warm-up is beneficial, but you can often do that with a ball, right? You can warm up by running routes. You can warm up by dribbling the ball back and forth. Okay, it's more effective for them to dribble a soccer ball there and back than run there and back. Okay, make sure you have a post game meeting, okay, and get the parents to join so they can hear what is being said to the team as well. Okay, make sure you get parents on a text thread or chatting through the app. Okay. Again, chatting through the app is highly recommended, but if for some reason that doesn't happen, then get them on a team text thread, okay? Again, that's part of what's going to make a great season so that people will be coming back in future seasons, okay? To keep your team together. Also on that note, as you keep a team together, it's for future seasons, it's really easy to build on the prior season to have a better season the next time and the time after that, okay? And score input. Please, at the end of the game, we do keep scores. We input the scores. It helps a lot if you go to the ref after the game and say, hey, just to confirm, my team name is the Lakers. We won. Make sure you get the correct team name. From time to time, we do get the incorrect team name listed. I apologize for that, but you can help us to help you. If you do notice that there's a score or record incorrect, email us so we can fix it once we've verified. But if you wait until after the playoffs schedule has been released, it's going to be potentially impossible for us to alter that record and alter the playoff standings. Okay. So with that, thank you very much. If you have any further questions, you can feel free to please send us an email. We hope to see all of you at the coach training this week, and please go have a great season. Be a positive influence on your kids. Let us help you as much as you want to give your team a great season. And really go a little bit extra so your team has a great season. So you have a better experience, your kid has a better experience, the whole team has experience. So they create better friendships, and they want to stick together to grow on each season and each season. That's where we see the teams and the families have the most fun with I9 sports and really any sport. Thank you, and we look forward to having you this season. Oh, I'm going to add one more thing actually. We also have a bunch of different programs. We have our training sessions, private lessons, weeknight leagues after this season. So there's a lot of things that and academy programs. You can get your team to do an academy, which is 2 to 3 nights of official practices and games for 2 to 3 months. It's a club experience at a much lower price point, but we have our staff that are our most trained, most experienced staff that are also going to be assisting and leading out with coaching teams for that, whether it's group practices as part of that academy, leading out teams, assisting you on your teams as if you're wanting to coach those teams. So lots of things that you can encourage your team to do as well, all to give that awesome sports experience for anyone of all skill levels. So thank you. We'll see you this week.